Welcome into Bill Armstrong Stadium. We are under the lights, and it is the first episode of Little 5 in 5. I'm Sam Neidermann. This is Austin Render. We're going to be broadcasting the men's and women's races this year. Going to be a great spring, my friend. We are that close to all the preseason events.
It's already March. I mean, we're going to have teams making their quals teams here pretty soon. I mean, you're starting to get into the thick of things with these teams, and they're in serious competitive modes out here on the track, and it's only the first week of March.
We've gotten past rookie week. Now the veterans are back at the track. This afternoon, we got a chance to catch up with Black Key Bulls, a perennial contender on the men's circuit, Austin. They came in third last year. They've won it 2 times since 2014. This year, they're going to have to find a way without Xavier Martinez, their former 4-year captain.
Well, that's going to be the challenge. Can they have the rest of that team from last year step up? And the thing about last year's team with Xavier Martinez was they didn't have a lot of experience around him. Now they return that experience. Yes, they lose Martinez, but they have guys that can now take his spot with the experience they gained last year.
Zak Mears is the new captain. Hey, Zach, how is going to be replacing Martinez?
One thing we had last year was Xavier with 3 years of race experience and nobody else with any experience. But this year we come in actually with 3 guys with 1 year of experience each. So, we're kind of taking that as a bit of a strength that we have and looking to use that experience as we go forward, into this year's race.
We've got some depth. I think that through our 4th rider we'll be pretty strong. And then I think that we've got our coach Ryan Knapp that'll help us in terms of strategy. So I think we got a big toolbox to use this year.
All right, so you talk about depth with Black Key Bulls in Austin. That all starts with Robert Buck Strobel. That's his nickname. He's a Swiss Army knife for this crew.
Well, he could do everything. He's a versatile guy, and he's going to eat up laps for this Black Key Bulls team. Last year, he went about 65, 70 laps. That's something they can expect from this guy, especially replacing Martinez. When you have a guy that can be that versatile and can give you that many laps, that's a huge advantage for a team like Black Key Bulls.
Black Key Bulls, 6 consecutive finishes in the top 3 for the Little 500. But they're not satisfied with that as they try and build here in the 70th running in 2020.
That's always the goal is, first place. It's been awesome to have a lot of, trips to the podium, but we want to be at the top.
Well, you can't talk about this men's race without bringing up the Cutters, the dynasty that's trying to make it a three-peat. They've won back-to-back. The exciting comeback finish last year with Noble at the end there, Austin. Big season for them coming up, trying to make it a real big repeat.
How about 3 in a row? I mean, you can kind of get that vibe from the guys when we talked to them today. But this is a team that went through such a crazy emotional roller coaster last year. With a lap to go, they're a half a lap behind Faisai. And they told us today that they were starting to think Faisai was celebrating, and that 180 flip of we thought we lost to oh my gosh we just won was so surreal for all the riders, and I think they're going to use that this year to realize you're never out of it until that checkered flag flies.
I tell you what, they're really locked in, and we got a chance to catch up with Mags Stevens, a junior out of Zionsville earlier today. They are not satisfied as Cutters looks to build here on a completely new year. It's all out the window for them. They're just focusing on winning the next one.
We don't come here to get second. We come here to win, and we got to treat every day. We're doing 100% in whatever we do. Whether it's resting, we do 100%. If we're on the track, we're doing that 100%. So I think everyone on the team has that same motivation. There's no resting on your laurels in this sport, especially when it's just one day.
On the women's side of things, Austin, you had a chance to talk with Alpha Chi Omega, and this is a team that has a lot of great internal competition for those coveted 4 spots on race day.
Yeah, they are a team full of talent, and they have a lot of people returning from last year's 4th place team. They have a couple of seniors on the team, but they also have some talented rookies that are going to make an impact. And when I talked to them today, they made it sound like, hey, we don't care if you're a rookie, we don't care if you're a senior, the 4 best riders will ride come race day. And that's kind of creating some healthy competition amongst the team.
And that number 4 is kind of a haunting number for Alpha Chi too.
It has not been a great couple of years. They've just missed the podium. But when I was talking to their coach, he just kept saying, if you take us in the past 5 to 7 years and you look at our average finish, it's probably one of the best in the race. But they just keep getting 4th, and the seniors are sick of that. And they talked to me today, and they said, man, we got to stop getting 4th.
It really hurts. I mean, that definitely is fueling our fire we want that podium so bad. Enough of this 4th place stuff.
Well, there you have it. That's all for us here at Bill Armstrong Stadium. We are just 3 weeks away from quals on March 28th. All this work going in before the race on April 25th. We'll have coverage for you for the rest of the spring here on Little 5 and 5. For Austin Render, I'm Sam Neidermann. We'll see you guys next week.